So the man may not be done with the comic book movie genre after all, as Zack Snyder believes that he can direct a Wolverine film for that of Marvel Studios. That's right, baby. Zack may be jumping ship. However, I feel that there's multiple projects that Zack Snyder can direct for that of Marvel Studios. And what I want to do today is I want to tell you what those multiple projects are. But first, do you borrow 3 major favors? Please hit that subscribe button. And if y'all gonna hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that notification bell, because YouTube absolutely sucks at notifying subscribers that content creators has uploaded videos to their platform. And don't forget to hit that like button to help me out with that algorithm, baby. Now look, I know it is 3 things, but you have to do all of them in order for us to have a proper relationship. Trust me when I tell you that. Now, today's article is coming from Fortress of Solitude. It is titled, Zack Snyder believes he can direct Wolverine for Marvel. Maybe it's time for Zack Snyder to team up with Marvel for a dark and gritty Wolverine film. Now, this article was written by Gerard Saunders, and it was published on November the 21st, 2024, and updated on November the 28th, 2024. So I'm a few days behind on this news. I'm very sorry about that. After disappoints like Thor: Love and Thunder, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, the Marvels, the R-rated Deadpool and Wolverine was exactly what fans needed to restore faith in the MCU. Of course, the inclusion of unexpected appearances by Dogpool, Elektra, Blade, and Gambit certainly helped to ignite excitement. However, one cameo stood head and shoulders above the rest. Henry Cavill's Wolverine undeniably seized the spotlight and sparked speculation, becoming the most talked about highlight of the film. I do not agree with that. I believe that it was that of Blade, right? I'm sorry. Henry Cavill is an amazing actor, but when it came down to who had the biggest cameo role, I would say, out of that of Deadpool and Wolverine, it is definitely that of Wesley Snipes' Blade. Do not play with him, Gerard. Come on, baby. All right. With Hugh Jackman probably continuing to play the character until he is 90 years old, the world may not be ready for another Logan just yet. That said, it certainly wouldn't mind the Superman actor taking over the role either. Perhaps it's finally time to get Zack Snyder to jump ship and partner up with his old friend for an R-rated Wolverine film. For years, rumors about the Man of Steel director Zack Snyder directing a Wolverine film for Marvel have intrigued and divided fans, giving his polarizing take on superhero characters, depicting them as gods rather than mortal heroes. The idea didn't quite seem to fit the tone of Marvel's cinematic universe. It would need to be gory, gritty, and dark for Snyder to work his magic. Now, I did not know that rumors about Zack Snyder directing a Wolverine film was a thing, right? Maybe Zack was supposed to direct the Wolverine, right? I believe that film released in 2013, right? Maybe. Let's see. I don't want to tell you guys nothing wrong. And I say that because, 2013. Right, so that film released in 2013. So maybe he was supposed to direct the Wolverine over Man of Steel, but he chose that of Superman. So maybe that is what happened. Now with Henry Cavill cameoing as Wolverine in Deadpool and Wolverine, there's a glimmer of hope for those hoping for Snyder to deliver a Frank Miller-inspired version of the character, where Logan is allowed to be more animalistic as he is depicted in 1982's Wolverine #1. Even though Snyder himself has never officially confirmed any plans for Henry Cavill to play his version of Wolverine, the pairing seems almost predestined now. In April 2024, Snyder shared some insights on the Happy Sad Confused podcast about a Wolverine film he almost helmed back in the day. While downplaying how close he came to directing the project, he said that the Wolverine is a character that he could definitely work with. That guy I know, he asserted. However, when the host asked about who he would cast as his Wolverine, Snyder didn't offer any answers. I don't know, that's a huge conversation. He replied when asked to drop a name. Even so, given their history, we're pretty sure that Snyder will be open to seeing Henry Cavill as Wolverine. In an interview with The Hollywood Reporter, Zack Snyder shared his thoughts on Henry Cavill's cameo and reflected on Warner Brothers' decision to sideline his Superman after Justice League. Correction, they sidelined Zack Snyder's Superman while filming Justice League. I'm talking about Superman having a CGI face, man. It would be amazing to see more of Henry, Snyder remarked. I always believe there's room for more of him. That's what I'm talking about. Deadpool and Wolverine has opened the door up for more R-rated features in Marvel's future, especially if they're imposing on the main adventures. If Deadpool and Wolverine could be considered an alternate universe to the main MCU timeline, then we could see more violent films targeted at adult audiences, featuring characters like Blade, Gambit, Ghost Rider, and of course, Henry Cavill's Wolverine. Given that Deadpool and Wolverine made $1.3 billion is no longer a pipe dream. So, it said now Kevin Feige just needs to get on the phone with Snyder to make it happen. So, I would definitely love to see Zack Snyder direct a Wolverine film. And I did not know that he came this close to directing The Wolverine. That has to be the film they're talking about. Man of Steel released in 2013 and The Wolverine released in 2013. There's no coincidence there. Snyder had a choice between those two characters and he chose that of Superman. But I would not mind seeing him direct a Wolverine film, especially if they're going to have it dark and gritty and R-rated. Zack Snyder knows how to do R-rated, man. That is his thing, right? 300, Rebel Moon, you know what I'm saying? Not to mention Batman versus Superman, the ultimate cut. And also, you could say Zack Snyder's Justice League, too. R-rated films is right up his alley. And a Wolverine project could be something that he can bring to life and all of us could agree on it, right? Like he can direct this thing and it could be one of the best gory and grittiest character films of all time, right? However, there's multiple other projects that Zack Snyder can direct for that of Marvel Studios. One of them being the X-Men. Now, I know many people would say, well, you just said that Zack is dark and gritty. But look, he doesn't have to be, right? He knows how to give you a film that isn't so dark and gritty. My light just went out. How the hell that happened when I get all the way down? And guess what? We gonna finish this just like this. It's playing with me. It's playing with me. So, X-Men and also that of Blade. That's right. I believe that Zack Snyder can direct Blade for Marvel Studios. Maybe the light went out because they know for a fact that it's time to get a little bit dark and gritty, right? But Blade is a project that I would love to see Zack Snyder direct for that of Marvel Studios. I feel that Zack can definitely handle that character, right? Dark, gritty, R-rated, action-packed, sword swinging, right? Limbs flying off, vampire hunting, dark god slaying. I believe that Zack Snyder can direct that of a Blade film for Marvel Studios. In fact, I would say that that film, Blade, will definitely make a better choice than that of Wolverine. And I say that because people are too tied to that of Wolverine. Like, if Wolverine do certain things, they're going to be like, oh. But Zack can play with that of Blade. So, the other films that Zack Snyder can direct is that of X-Men, Blade, and I want to give you guys another one. Midnight Suns. The Midnight Suns. He can definitely direct the Midnight Suns for that of Marvel Studios. So, right now, there's 4 potential projects. Wolverine, Midnight Suns, Blade, and X-Men. However, I would say that Blade film sounds about right. You know what I'm saying here? But I'll take any of them. Any one of them to get Zack Snyder back into the comic book movie genre. I would love to see him return to it. He has been away from it since 2016, right? So it's about time we get another comic book movie directed by that of Zack Snyder. I'm your boy O. Hopefully you have watched this video all the way to the end up you brought that algorithm. And if you're not subscribed, please be sure to do so. Trying to reach that magical number of 10,000 subscribers, so I'll be highly appreciative. You will help me cross over that threshold by hitting that subscribe button. If y'all gonna hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that notification bell, because YouTube absolutely sucks at notifying subscribers that content creators has uploaded videos to their platform. And don't forget to hit that like button to help me out that algorithm, baby. But in the comments below, let me know what you think about Zack Snyder potentially directing a Wolverine film, and also tell me what you think about the choices that I just presented to you today. And always remember, let's le bon temps roulette.